All right, my fabulous Earth Science faithful. This is the should be the last video of the unit. There's no spot to write ISO lines, so if I was you, I would probably go maybe on the bottom of the last page. There were some practice problems you needed to do, and in the bottom here, if you want to take some notes. But this is old learning, and I'm not going to go through a whole new set of notes on this. I'm just going to give you a little bit of review. Okay. So ISO lines are also known as isobars and isotherms. Okay. We did this with elevation when we did the ISO lines for creating the landscape. Same thing now, except we can do it with weather. Okay. Same. All the lines that connect have equal values. Isobars is air pressures. Isotherms is temperatures. That's the only real difference now. Okay. So when those parts happen in like the lab, let's not act like we don't know how to do them. Okay. We're connecting all the dots that are the same thing. It's that simple. Okay. Now let's get into hazardous weather. Last video for the unit. Back page. We're going to fill this whole page out right quick, and then we're done. There's going to be a lot more pictures than there is writing. So this is a hurricane. What is a hurricane? Oh my goodness. Look at here's some footage of one. See it spinning. There's another picture of one. Pictures of what happens in the aftermath of a hurricane. Here's another one. Here's another one. Look, they all have a very similar look to them, right? They all do a ton of damage. Okay. Lots of pictures of hurricanes and their aftermath. So these are the things you need to know. Usually occur in late summer, early fall. We name them to keep them straight. We name them in alphabetical order per year. Here are some of their names. Okay. They start with a tropical low pressure system that develops off the western coast of Africa. Like this. See Africa? You can see my pointer here is Africa, and here's the western coast of Africa, and they're going to go this way. They're going to follow the wind and ocean currents. We've talked about these already. See, this guy. And so, ready? Africa's here, and whoop, they're going to go this way, because this one's going this way, this one's going this way. The spinnies will probably starts it right here, then they're off they go. Start spinning. Here's how we break them down. Categories 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Category 3 and higher is going to be problems. Category 5 is catastrophic. I mean, this is cars blowing around. Okay. Some other another way to look at it. Okay, miles per hour of the wind is what starts a hurricane. So staying safe, still under hurricanes, what you need to do. You're going to have danger from flying debris, flooding, storm surge. Best to just evacuate, get away from the coastline, have plenty of safe food and drinking water. Safe drinking water and food. All right, now onto, thunderstorms is on the end. We'll go back up to tornadoes and blizzards, don't worry. Thunderstorms. Heavy rain storms accompanied by thunder and lightning. Ooh. Sometimes there's hail. There can be hazards from flooding, hail, high winds, and lightning. Lightning is a big deal. Lightning usually does go from the ground up, though. Best way to stay safe, stay indoors. Okay. Tornadoes. Here we go. Back up to tornadoes. Rapidly rotating. Extremely low pressure. Hangs down from a thundercloud. We call that a funnel cloud. It starts to creep. Once it hits the ground, it starts going like crazy. It can be 100 feet up and to 1 mile in diameter. They're usually a little bit smaller than that as far as diameter. Can last a few seconds to over an hour. They usually go flying by. They usually go with a speed. So it's not just the speed of the rotation, but the speed they're actually traveling. Here's how we break them down. They can get up to 200 miles an hour. So I would imagine that's even worse. These also tend to be over land, where hurricanes are over the water. Get low in a basement. They generally pop up too fast for you to evacuate. So they make shelters. Blizzards. This looks like the blizzard of like 72 or 77. I think it's the blizzard of 77, it looks like. I wasn't alive in 72. This is a storm with 35-mile-an-hour winds or higher. Lots of falling and or blowing snow. Both are going to just mess up your visibility. Hazards. Drifting snow. Power outages. Being snowed in, can't get supplies or get out if you need medical attention. Look at all that snow. Brought the freeway to a halt. It's a lot of snow. You can see where people got out and started walking. Great picture. Guy trying to shovel. 2006, over 30 inches of snow fell in Buffalo, just west of Buffalo proper. It's a lot of snow fast. Oh, let's check it out.
Snowfall in western New York being measured in feet, not inches. Sunday's Buffalo Bills game moved to Detroit. Residents being urged to be careful as they dig out, and dump trucks are busy hauling away the snow as more is forecast to fall in the area. Here's ABC's Phil Lipoff.
The first major lake-effect snowstorm of the season has dropped more than 6 feet of snow on parts of western New York, and it's not over yet.
We are hauling snow because so much snow has fallen. There's really no place to put it now. Unfortunately, it looks like more snow is coming.
The snow proving too much for the plows. First responders getting stuck as well.
We're stuck in the snow at Ideal and Ryman en route to the call. You need to be towed? That's a Roger, Chief.
A travel ban put into effect Thursday night, then briefly lifted before being reinstated Friday afternoon. ABC's Matt Rivers in Buffalo.
Well, there was some major new snowfall overnight here in downtown Buffalo. You can see it all on the ground behind me. This after days of unrelenting snow for this region, and yet this system, this storm, still not over yet.
Residents starting to dig out.
I didn't think we were going to get this much snow. It's definitely a little heavier than I was expecting it to be.
Officials warning everyone to be careful as they shovel this wet, heavy snow, confirming at least 2 deaths due to exertion.
You don't need to shovel, especially now. Wait. Try to, if you know you have a cardiac issue, if you have a heart issue, high blood pressure, don't go out there.
Snow also piling up in Michigan. Some areas seeing as much as 2 feet. In Kalamazoo County, slick roads, whiteout conditions leading to this pileup. At least 20 cars involved, including a Michigan State Police SUV.
Cool, that was neat. Glad we watched it. Oh, here's some more fun stuff from the Weather Service from 2000, the totals and the hourly inches. Awesome. Best way is to stay safe, stay indoors, have non-perishable foods ready, things to keep warm, flashlights and candles used carefully. We don't want you burning down the house. And with that, we're done with the unit. So make sure your castles are done. Let's get through the lab and let's get tested out this week.